WWRR, WWRR HD1, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, WYCK Plains, WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton. Powered by Mohegan, Pennsylvania. This is The River, 105 and 103.5. This is Music on the Menu on The River.
Timothy, where on earth did you go?
Featuring Northeast PA's best artists.
Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's right.
And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on The River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am. Sunday nights, 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing you regional artists from northeastern Pennsylvania doing their own original material. Hanging out with D.C. Taylor. D.C., good evening.
Right. Good evening. All right. How you doing, Alan?
I'm doing just fine, Looking forward to putting some music on the menu tonight. We're going to mix it up with some new stuff. Are we digging in tonight? Let me look at the list. Yeah, a little bit. There's one or two songs that go back a ways. Maybe three.
All right.
And then there's some stuff, obviously, that we've got more recently. Let's kick it off with one that I think we just got in the last year or so. This is from Miz. It's called Tempo.
We were 17. It was like a dream. You were nothing like I'd ever seen. Stayed out late, almost gone. I don't need to know a tempo to play your favorite song. I don't need to know what time it is to love you all night long. Dark-eyed babe, pure and true. I found myself when I fell in love with you. Can't fool fate, can't break this bond. I don't need to know a tempo to play your favorite song. I don't need to know what time it is to love you all night long. Forget the words, I'll just tell you how I feel. Darling, I won't leave you guessing, wondering what's real. I don't need to know the tempo to play your favorite song. I don't need to know what time it is to love you all night long. To love you all night long.
4 here on Music on the Menu with a song called Note. That's Ken Norton, formerly of Grace's Downfall. Really great band from NEPA, made some great music. Oh, gonna say 15 years ago, maybe. Okay. Still got some of their stuff on the playlist here from time to time, but that's Kenny's latest. And before that, Miz with a tune called Tempo. We debuted this one for you a couple weeks ago from a very young artist with local ties. She's since left the area, but she was back in town recently to do some gigs, and she was on PA Live. She is 17 years old, I believe they told us. Her name is Cam Lease, and it's a really cool song. It's called Sign. Check it out.
Somebody told me that I was sure to be someone no one could ignore. I kinda let it get to my head. Wanted to see how much the bridge could bend. There was a rumor of going round that no one ever made it out of town. I wanted to be the very first to satisfy their thirst. When did it happen? When did I lose the chance to have the choice to choose? The lights flickered and they were out. My only option was to say out loud, oh, I believe that I'll be fine. So just please give me a sign. Sure, this is what I dreamed of. Oh, it's the only thing I've ever kept my eyes on. But there's a dark side behind the scenes. You'll only notice if you start to dig deep. They chew you up and they'll spit you out. So don't you dare think about making a sound. They'll make you second or guess your choice. They'll laugh at you like you ever had a voice. When did it happen? When did I lose the chance to have the choice to choose? The lights flicker and they were out. My only option was to say out loud, no, I believe that I'll be fine. So just please give me a sign. I'm on the edge of my seat, and everything relies on me. What am I to do? When did it happen? When did I lose the chance to have the choice to choose? The lights flickered and they were out. When did it happen? When did I lose the chance to have the choice to choose? The lights flickered and they were out. My only option was to say out loud, no, I believe that I'll be fine. So just please give me a sign.
This is dedicated to the young. May they stay foolish all their lives. Believe what they read, believing in love. This is dedicated to the young. Here's to the arrogant and naive. May they get all they want, but just not what they need. Believing in futures, free lunch and guarantees. Well, here's to the arrogant and naive. May they never see how bland they are. Make each cute boy a football star, a new cheerleader in every car. How they hope it never ends. Well, here's to stupid, sexy teenage girls. May they never develop self-esteem. Believe in approval is lying flat on their backs. Well, here's the stupid sex teenage girls. They never have I realize they don't get more love with every guy. They screw to see their mothers cry, and I hope it never ends. Stoners see that the varsity white bread glitterati who only like what's on MTV will never live their dreams. Yeah. This is dedicated to the young, the ones that ain't cheap, the ones that have fun. May they be who they are when their big moment comes, and this is dedicated to the young. 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 May they never, ever end.
Mighty Fine Wine here on Music on the Menu with a song called Dedicated. That one goes back to 2004. And I said it before on the show, but we probably haven't played that song in a year or so. Always reminded me like it should have been a John Hughes movie from the 80s. Has that kind of lyrical content anyway about being a teenager. Before that, Cam Elise with a song called Sign. Again, she's a new artist. She wasn't even a twinkle in her daddy's eye when Mighty Fine Wine made that song.
Sure.
Let's keep the music rolling here with one from the great late Rick Mammel. It's called Struggles with a Heart.
With a wave of my hand and a look to the sky, I decide which direction I'll go. And the only regret is the time that it took me to know. 'Cause I've wasted so much in the chase of the prize that the value is starting to show. And it pales in light, and I see that it's time now to go. Now I know nothing good can come of this, so I hold it all inside. Now I understand what's wrong. It's been going on too long. Even the good can break a heart. Even the strong can fall apart. Even the best can fail in struggles with a heart. Even the strongest hope can die. Even your love can say goodbye. But only a fool will try to struggle with a heart. At the risk of defacing the past, I look back and I see how it all came to be. How I almost drowned in the pity that deepens the sea. I can almost remember the curve, the smile. I can almost remember the name. But I'm trying so hard not to repeat the cause or the blame. Now I'm tired of wishing for happiness. I'm so tired of hoping for love. Now I understand what's wrong. I've been on the run so long. Even the good can break a heart. Even the strong can fall apart. Even the best can fail. It struggles with a heart. Even the strongest hope can die. Even your love can say goodbye. But only a fool will try to struggle with a heart. Live and learn does not apply when there's no heart left to break. And the only lesson learned is the mistake. Now I'm tired of guessing which road that I should take. So I'm gonna make the choice that I never thought I'd make. With a wave of my hand and a look to the sky, I decide which direction I'll go. 'Cause for too many years now I've asked myself why, but now I don't wanna know. Even the good can break a heart. Even the strong can fall apart. Even the best can fail. Struggles with a heart.
We used to hang outside of a grocery store. We were raised on fuzz and power chords. When we would spend our Halloween smashing pumpkins on the street. Whoa, 15. Whoa, 15. Why can't it always be the way it was 15? When 4 chords were all we had. No school could teach us that. And every night chasing down a dream. Some teenage Americana queen. Whoa, 15. Whoa, 15. Why can't it always be the way it was 15?
There was something magic in the way it felt. Back in the alley, raising hell. Stereo in an empty soda can. You heard sirens, everybody ran. Whoa, 15. Whoa, 15. Why can't it always be the way it was 15? We used to hang outside of the grocery store.
Why does it seem that I can do no right? I'd be the first to tuck you in
Tori V and the Karma here on Music on the Menu with a song called I'm Gone. Before that, Patrick McGlynn, great artist from Lackawanna County. I love Patrick's songs. That's a song called 15. We're like a teenager mode here tonight. We got a song that Patrick did. We've got a young artist on the phone. We've got Bud from Mighty Fine Wine singing about being a teenagers. Maybe it's because we didn't plan it that way, but you know, summer winding down, and if you're young, we got a lot of young people listen to the show because they send us their music, and enjoy these last couple weeks of summer because there's nothing like the summer when you're a teenager, and then you never get it back. Once you start working, you work in June, July, and August all day.
Sure, yeah.
So it's a great time of life. Before that, Rick Manmueller, again with a song called Struggles with the Heart. Let's keep the music rolling with Ken Hoskins. This one's called Here I Go Again.
Here I go again, holding who I should not hold, feeling what I should not feel. This is wrong, or so I'm told. Here I go. Lying only to myself. You know as well as I, you belong to someone else. Whispered rendezvous, forbidden is this all I'll ever have of you? You're so near and yet so far. Here I go again, holding who I should not hold, feeling what I should not. This is wrong, or so I'm told. Here I go again. I'm lying only to myself. You know as well as I, you belong to someone else. The time we have alone is only time you steal away from home. Will I ever have you for my own? I'm afraid to really know. So here I go. Should not hold, feeling what I should not feel. This is wrong, or so I'm told. Here I go again. I'm lying only to myself. You know as well as I, you belong to someone else. it takes to be there in every way. All the luck and all the faith couldn't save you from this fate. Nothing will seem to gleam. And I got lost in what it takes to be there in every way. All the luck and all the faith couldn't save you from this fate. Because the race, the weight upon myself. I know I must arrange to let this go.
On a September morn, eye of the storm, there stood a dam that could not break. Madam called, leave at once. No one would heed her warning. As the river began to flow, and the stones began to break. As we lost our grill, cried for help, buried us so deep in the bottom of Austin Valley. In Austin Valley. Left all alone in their happy homes, the women they looked on as the sand ran began to break as we lost our grip, cry for help. They buried us all deep in the bottom of Austin Valley.
The Jeremy Edge Project here on Music on the Menu with a song called Austin Valley. Before that, Joe Burke and Company with a tune called Neon. And before that, Ken Hoskins with a song called Here I Go Again. We're getting into the middle of August, and you start to see some of the stories every year around this time of the rock and roll fans of all generations starting to head to Graceland for Elvis Week. They've been doing this a long time at Graceland. And I've had some thoughts on it because I'm a fan, and I've been to Graceland, and I've been to Sun, and I've got about 90 Elvis tunes on my iPod or iPhone.
Sure.
I wonder how long that'll last, because you're getting to the point now where if you're my age, which is 57, we're about the last people to remember him.
Sure.
That remember watching his Aloha concert on TV or, you know, having the music played in the house by the parents and the grandparents. Right. Now, I know he's transcended, and I know that the movie really, from 2 years ago, you know, brought him to a new generation like biopics usually do. But, you know, aside from, you know, will Graceland continue to draw, I think it's almost 1 million people a year, 20 years down the road, you know, I don't know.
Right.
Because the people that where his fans will pretty much will all start to be gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We're not able to travel. Yeah. Right.
It might not have as big of an appeal, but I'm glad that it was open for the last 40 years or so the people that grew up with him and loved him could go there. But talk about celebrity deaths, you know, lost Ozzy Osbourne last month. And I see a lot of these things on Facebook. So I'm going to ask you, DC.
Yes.
Celebrity death that hit you the hardest.
Celebrity death that hit me the hardest.
From the music world.
Man, I think we got to go back to about 1994. You know,
I know where you're going.
I was a youngin', and I'm listening to modern music back in the 90s. So, you know, the Nirvana and all that, and I get Nirvana. Kurt Cobain, 1994. I mean, Nirvana was in the spotlight, you know, huge, only for like 3 years at that point. I mean, I guess they'd been around maybe, you know, several years before that, but, you know, it was 1991 when, you know, Smells Like Teen Spirit was like the sign on of Generation X for the 90s, like, you know, the we're not going to take it of the 90s. Yeah. And then it's like, wow, that's it. And then the main guy is gone.
Yeah, and he was like a lot of those artists from the early 70s, like Jimi Hendrix and Jim Morrison and Janis Joplin, and they all had a similar time period of fame.
Yeah.
A couple of years.
Yeah, just a few.
That hit you harder. And mine was Elvis. I was a little boy, and I loved him. And I remember being pretty sad that night. And the other one was just about 5 years ago, and, you know, we were working together, and it was Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, well, yeah.
And remember, we did the special.
Sure.
And
yep.
We were in the pandemic, so we couldn't have people in.
Right.
But we did this special where we had all these guitar players from town call in,
yeah,
record their, you know, and so those are the two. When I see that out there, those are the two that come to mind. But yeah, big loss with Ozzy last month. Big loss.
Yeah.
Let's keep the music rolling here with one from Billy Spanton. This one's called Faith.
was bitten by a snake, dwelling in the house of my soul. I thought I lost my faith, ooh, had nothing to show. Jesus Christ himself come down and put his hands on me. He said, don't you worry, son, if you need me, you can always count on me. And I'll be here till the end, just might be your only friend. And I'll walk with you tonight in the everlasting light. Jesus Christ himself come down and put his hands on me.
She was praying in the car after working at the bar, trying to make ends meet, trying to get back on her feet, put food on the table, willing but unable, wanna throw it all away. Thank God she chose to pray.
Jesus Christ himself come down and put his hands on me. He said, don't you worry, child, if you need me, you can always count on me. And I'll be here till the end, just might be your only friend. And I'll walk with you tonight in the everlasting light. Jesus Christ himself come down and put his hands on me. Oh yeah. Doing all things wrong, singing rebel songs, cheating on his wife, and talking with his knife. Hatred for his neighbor, forgot about his savior, turning on his friends, and he's bitter to the end. Bitter to the end. Himself come down and put his hands on me. He said, don't you worry, son, if you need me, you can always count on me. And I'll be here till the end, just might be your only friend. And I'll walk with you tonight in the everlasting light. Jesus Christ himself come down found. You always think about yourself. You should try to think of someone else. I can't tell if you want me anymore. I keep running in your circles, pulling me younger, 'cause I wanna be something that touched your heart. There's more in the feeling, I take it for granted. Now it's over before it can just who we are. And you always think about yourself. You should try to think of someone else. You don't want me anymore. I keep running in these circles, pulling you younger, 'cause I wanna be something that touched your heart. It was more than a feeling, I take it for granted. Now it's over before it can start. Just keep running in these circles, pulling me younger, 'cause I wanna be something that grabbed your heart. It was more than a feeling, I take it for granted. Now it's over before it can start. Keep running in these circles, dragging me under, 'cause I wanna be something that touched your heart. It was more than a feeling, and you took me for granted. Now it's over before it can
Our after here on Music on the Menu with a song called Circles. That's an old one. Love that band. Before that, Irv Ball with a song called Prodigal. And before that, Billy Spanton with a tune called Faith. I leave now, as I always do, with the Badleys. This one's from Renew. It's called See Me as a Picture. We'll catch you next week.
Do you see me as a picture, a photo in a frame, a bittersweet reminder of how everything has changed? Do you see me as a memory of a simpler time? Do you see me as a picture